Morning, girls. How are we doing? We are back here again with Amberlynn Reed in The Truth. Now, with Amber, I haven't really followed super closely. For anyone who doesn't know, unfortunately, Cooper passed away. Probably over a month ago. It seems kind of like yesterday, but it also seems like a really long time ago. And I just decided to take some time off. And then I kept thinking, okay, I'll come back. I'll come back and come back. Yeah, and then it's like Foodie Beauty being neglectful and abusive about her cat and just being an awful person, being herself. And then it's Amber having lost her cat, but maybe she hasn't. Maybe she's using this for ad revenue because it's December. What's middle of November when she did it, which is when ad revenue starts to go up. And I'm just like, okay, I don't know if I want to cover any of this stuff. I don't know if it'd be the best mood for it. But I kind of want to start trying to creep back a little bit. I thought, why not? This is the last video she's uploaded. I thought I might as well talk about it. I didn't want to cover the original ones. I think everyone in the world has seen them by this point. So I guess I'll just kind of react to this. We'll see how we go. We're at 1.25 speed. Also, before I start, I want to thank everyone for the nice messages that they sent through. Just when I announced that Cooper unfortunately passed away. So thank you very much for that, guys. I do appreciate it. So yeah, I guess we're just going to get into it. Let's go.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So this video is going to be updates on Rarity, my cat that is missing.
Rarity, my
and
cat.
Also questions.
Is it like the same like Foodie Beauty issue? It's like Rarity, my cat. It's like yeah, we know. Who do you think who needs that introduced to them? Everyone knows who Rarity is. Rarity, my cat. I didn't have to say Goober. Goober, my dog. It's like, yeah, you guys know who Goober is.
Questions and concerns that I've seen float around. I want to do my diligence and like answering questions because it just seems like a lot of people are confused, and I know
why. I just want to answer some questions here. I'm just monetize this probably and make sure it's over 8 minutes. Talk about some mid-roll ads, and guys, just how about you go outside and look for your cat? I don't know. Maybe do that.
Oh, there is a section.
Look at all the smirking, the duper's delight. This is just, that's why I said, I think I mentioned the glitter and lasers reaction I did. I just don't know how much I believe this thing is real. I said it's the ad revenue season. It's when you get the most money. And I think she posted up her going to like a Billie Eilish concert. I saw a couple like clips from it. I quickly scrubbed through, like especially the one of her getting ready beforehand. And like those are getting like 35, 40,000 views when this is getting like 60,000 views. So she knows full well that no one cares about her going to a fucking concert, but her doing this drama where she's clickbaiting about her cat, it's getting her views. So I don't even know if the cat thing's real, because unfortunately psychopaths like her or the Foodie Beauty or people like that, you can't really be sure if they're telling the truth or not, or if they're either the cat's dead and they just don't care and they're happy to exploit it and monetize it, or that the cat's just not missing and they're happy just to make this up for money.
Of people who watch me who stay confused on purpose. I'm not making this video for them. I'm making this video for my supporters and for people who actually.
Did you see that? I'm not making my video for those losers. I'm making it for the people who support me and care. Like, she totally changed opinion. When she's talking about the haters, she's like smirking, like, I'm owning these guys right now. But then she's, oh shit, I have to pretend to be a nice person here. I'm so sad about my cat, and it's for you supporters of mine. Literally who?
Care about Rarity. So a big question is like, what day did she go missing? Did she go missing while you were at the Billie Eilish concert? Like, I'm confused why you're at a concert while your cat is missing. Like, what? Billie Eilish concert?
Like, what? That's definitely how I would react to people asking a question like that when you decided to randomly stick a concert trip in the middle of this arc, because it's so important, guys. I just had to share this with you guys. Her going to a concert. Something loads of people do, but for some reason desperately needed to be included in this bit about her losing her cat.
Concert happened on the 14th. Rarity went missing very early in the morning on the 17th. I was not at a Billie Eilish concert while my cat was missing.
That doesn't make any sense. On the 18th, she said the cat had been missing for 2 days now. So on the 18th, you lost the cat early morning on the 17th. So just over a day then, not 2 days.
I could tell you that. Every time I upload a video now, the question is, why are you doing that instead of looking for your cat? My answer to that is pretty simple. Two things can happen at once. I'm working and I'm also trying to look for my missing cat.
See, look at me. I'm working. I'm also looking for my missing, look at me. Sitting here in my kitchen. I'm looking for my cat might be in, I don't know. Do you know? Rarity could be in my kitchen. Honest to God, she could be in your kitchen because she could be making this all up. So I'll give you that. But like, no, I could be looking for her right now. Well, you aren't. I can see you. You aren't.
Cat. I'm literally in my bed in the dark, editing my videos. This
is a really weird looking bed. Oh wait, you're filming this shit. Look at just the smirking, the dupers. That's why I just don't buy any of this shit. But like I said, the problem is she's a psychopath. You don't know if she's enjoying this because she has killed her cat and she doesn't give a fuck anymore. Or is it because she's like, haha, I'm trolling everyone because my cat's not actually missing. Haha, I'm trolling them all for money.
2 a.m. as it's snowing. And yes, please do not remind me that it is snowing and my cat is outside.
You're the one who brought it up. I love there was a jump cut there. Like, she was like, fuck, I have to insert a human emotion here. And then the jump cut, yes, guys, and also I'm worried that my cat is in the snow. I was like, oh, you seem like it. You're the one who brought it up, bro. I'm sorry, I just don't think you care. Also, just because it's like late at night and it's snowing, it's like, are you using that as an excuse? It was like, oh, it was cold outside. I had to go to bed. It's like, you could still just be out looking.
I just hope that there is a loving person who found her and is currently taking care of her and just haven't contacted.
I hope someone's doing my job for me.
Like the animal shelter or anything. That is my absolute hope in this.
Have you contacted any animal shelters? That's probably like an important thing. Have you gone, you know, the cat that you didn't microchip or put a collar on or anything like that? Did you maybe, I don't know, check with any of the animal shelters to see? No, you haven't? Okay, that's cool.
Yes, I go through random moments where I literally have the biggest breakdowns and I'm like,
can we see any?
All right here is so dry and painful. Even just like touching it hurts because
I love she fully like stroked it and then she realized like, oh, I should, it's so sore. Yeah, it looks so dry. It literally doesn't in any way. How come you haven't been able to film any of those like breakdowns? You know that? How come you keep filming yourself smiling and smirking and laughing? It's so weird because I don't imagine because like it's why I took the break, you know, because there wasn't going to be a lot of smiling and laughing. That's why I took the break. For her, she's like, oh yeah, I'm breaking down constantly, which I certainly fucking related to, but like there wasn't any like if I was crying, I was crying. I wouldn't be like hee at the same time. That's not how humans act.
All I do is cry, it feels like. And
clearly,
I'm just becoming literally a shell of a person. Rarity was everything to me.
Oh, here we go. We got she was everything to me. Voice coming on, fantastic. I can't wait. You're already a shell of a person, so stop it.
like, I know some of you guys would joke around that Rarity was my favorite of the 3.
Smirking away.
It's not true. I don't have a favorite, but you guys would joke about that.
Oh my god, you guys would joke. No, people were being serious. It wasn't a joke. People were being serious about which animal you like the most because you show Rarity on screen the most. Maybe because like Rarity liked you the most because like I don't know, Wasabi just seems to hate you. Wasabi stays as far away from you as humanly possible, and Twonk just seems like scared and terrified 24/7.
I loved her a lot.
Sure.
She just like followed me everywhere, literally everywhere. No matter what room I was in, no matter what I was doing,
true.
She was there. So
that's literally not true because like people were wondering where the cats were for ages. That's why people were pressing with this idea, and that's why I think she might have seen people constantly asking about the animals because people speculated for I think over a month that Twinkie had gone missing because like she just didn't show them on camera. So I don't believe you when you say, "Oh, they're always beside me." It's like clearly not. How many times have we seen you sitting here at this table? And Rarity hasn't been anywhere near you. I remember when I first got into her, it's like the last vlog which she did was I think it was 2022, and I remember to try and like pad the videos, she would got like a cat advent calendar, and she would always like open and get like a toy out, and then she'd have to go into the other room to find where Rarity was like hanging out on like a cat tower, and then like annoy Rarity repeatedly with it to try and get Rarity to play with it, just so she could stick another mid-roll at it. So it's like it's weird. It's what you're saying was true. Rarity had been beside you and you could have pulled out the toy instantly given to her. It's almost like she's never in the same room as you.
So, in vlogging moments,
And how often have we seen her like eating, you know, at the counter, in the kitchen? Because usually, like, if I'm going to make myself food, the cats will just come along because like, woohoo, food, and just come and hang out, you know, and that's both of them. For her, how many times have we seen her hanging out by the fridge, hanging out in the kitchen? And we know that's where their food is because we've seen the giant mound of food in the bowl because she's probably too lazy to replace it too often. Like, why aren't the cats in there with you if that's especially where they associate food?
I saw that because she was always there. Like she
literally
just
not
always
true.
touched my hip.
Literally
and
not
she
true.
was just my little best friend. And to not have her and to like the hardest part
She's
of it
trying
all
so hard.
is the unknown. Where is she? Is she hurting? Is she scared?
What was that jump cut? The hardest problem is the unknown. Jump cut, lean into camera. Where is she? Jump cut again, back to talking normally. It's like afterwards, she was like, nah, I gotta pump this up. It's not spicy enough here. I'm gonna have a cut of me going, where is she? To the camera, because that's really dramatic. It was like a trailer shot. You know, like a trailer for a movie. They'll cut like certain lines from the middle of like entire sentences and they'll just splice it in because it makes it sound like really dramatic. It's just like, and then the darkness closed in on the land. He's coming! And even though, like, the he's coming bit from, like, the later in the movie meant nothing to do with what it was, it just sounded really dramatic, so they stuck it in there. That sounds like what she did there.
Scared? Is she cold? Like, does she feel lonely? Like, it's just so much. Or is she having the freaking time of her life? Like, the world is her oyster.
Oh my god, is she having the time of her life? I was like, oh my god, is she so scared? Or is she having, like, the time of her life? Oh my god. That's such a weird change of emotions. Oh, my cat's missing, and it's been 2 days, 3 a week, 2 weeks. I have who knows at this point. But oh my god, guys, maybe she's having, like, the time of her life. It's so fun. That's not how you would think. You'd probably be really upset and terrified, like, and actually be upset, not what the fuck you're trying to do here.
Oh, cats don't run away. They explore, and they explore
Look at her
too hard.
smirking. Look at her fucking smirking. This is like her, like, I've totally owned the haters because all the haters saying she ran away from me because I'm a neglectful, awful person. Actually, guys, cats don't run away. Mic drop. I've totally owned you guys. Yeah, Amber, if that's what you want to tell yourself.
And then they get lost. That's what happened with Rarity. She didn't run away. People were wondering, was she stressed? No.
Well, clearly she was. Clearly she was, because even when you were talking about her traveling up there, you were saying, like, there was super stress in the background. Oh my god, that's breaking my heart, guys. It's like, so she clearly was stressed. It's even just being in, like, a new environment, and also being in the new environment still is a negative if she went exploring and got lost because she couldn't find her way back home, because it's a totally new environment for her.
She acted like she...
Especially because I think it was in, like, the video she uploaded, like, 3, 4... Like I said, I have no idea, because she kept changing the dates as to when Rarity actually went missing. But, like, people had to tell her, like, 3 or 4 days after Rarity went missing, do you want to actually leave out something that smells like you or you know, Rarity outside in the garden so she can, like, smell her way back home? She's like, oh, really? Oh, that's a good idea. I'll think about that. I was like, how do you not know that? Wouldn't that be the first thing you do? You wouldn't even go to, like, r/Reddit, like, ask Reddit, hey guys, what should I do if my cat goes missing? Wouldn't that be something you would do?
Owned this house. I was like, Tommy, I think you have a new owner of this house, and it is Rarity. Rarity isn't like...
Wow, did you forget you tend to be sad there? Oh my god, guys, oh my god, like, she loved being in this house because it's like, you know, Tommy's house, because Tommy's amazing, or something like that. I still am expecting it's gonna take a month later, like maybe the day before Christmas, she's going to claim it's a Christmas miracle, or maybe on her birthday, like right, I think it's like the 26th of December, she's going to claim that her Christmas wish came true and Rarity came back, and actually it was Tommy who found her, because everyone obviously came out and made a point that, like, Tommy apparently had a previous ex who she abused. I didn't really look into it too much. I don't think there's, like, any clear evidence behind it. If there's, like, one person randomly came and said, by the way, I'm Tommy's ex, and they were abusive, and, like, Amber then weirdly kind of came out and kind of confirmed it, but also kind of said actually it was the other way around. I don't know why you would have confirmed it. It's so weird. But I was like, I don't really feel like I need someone to come out and say, by the way, Tommy's abusive. It's because she, like, legitimately fed her previous girlfriend to death. So I'm kind of like, yeah, you know what, I got that. I kind of put 2 and 2 together. I was like, oh yeah, you know what, you fed your girlfriend to 800 pounds. You fucking died and immediately found a new victim. Yeah, you probably are abusive.
Like a scared cat. Like, she handles herself so well. She adapts.
I just imagine she is going to... Sorry, that's what I think I was saying, and I just kind of got lost there talking about the previous story. But I imagine she's going to say, like, oh, Tommy actually was out there at 4 a.m. by herself in the blizzard, and she came across a bear attacking Rarity, and she saved her because she just is trying desperately to make people like Tommy, and it's just not working.
Apps so well. Like, she's just a smart little kitty, and she loved it here. Like, this is really sad, kitty, but literally this video I'm about to show you is her laying on Tommy a night before she went missing.
Who cares? The night before she went missing, which I think was when you're still in Chicago, probably for the concert or something like that. Okay. Okay. Oh my god! How long does this go on for? Did you get an mid-roll ad in there, love? Jesus Christ. Guys, actually, just so you know, she didn't actually run away because she hated me or anything like that. Here's Tommy petting her. Yeah! Fucking own haters. This is like when Chantel used to be like, guys, I literally couldn't possibly have abused BBJ because here's a video of me giving her some dreamies once. Yeah. Own G haters.
She's content. She's purring, and it just breaks my heart.
Wow, she purred, guys.
She explored too hard, and now I can't find her, and I feel like I'm failing.
You are feeling. You feel literally everything in your entire life. I love that she is somehow trying to blame the guy. Like, she explored too hard. That wasn't my fault, guys.
I'm doing everything I can. I will not.
You're literally sitting in a fucking kitchen. Doing everything I can, guys. You know, leaving the house and looking.
Not be crying in this video. I am being attacked for crying.
You haven't cried in any video.
For not crying. I'm being told there's no tears when I am crying. I am being told, why are you so horrible? You're not crying. Like...
I'm not going to cry because people are attacking me for crying by saying that I'm not crying, that there are no tears when I cry, and that I'm faking crying. It's like, so they're not attacking you for crying. They're saying that you're not crying. So your way of beating them is to not cry. Oh, how will the haters ever recover from that? What?
It's just like, what is happening? I don't know. Which kind of reminds me.
You're not crying. I think that's it. Especially when you're talking about how many times you have like massive breakdowns, so much so that your skin is so dry, even though it looks literally no different than it does every other single day that's ever existed. Then why aren't, if you're recording for 11 minutes straight here, wouldn't there be a point, especially when you're talking about the cat and how worried you are about the cat, surely you'd have a breakdown at some point during that.
People were like, why were you smirking? Why weren't you crying in this video? If you guys remember that video, it's because there was mixed...
Or in like the other video, like the announcement video, or in this video, maybe that. What? I love she just like, but people asking specifically only about this video. It's like, no, they're asking about all of it.
Company here. I wasn't the only one here. Tommy wasn't the only one here.
Are you blaming Twinkie? Was Twinkie the mixed company?
It was mixed company, and it's not people I normally film in front of, so I was feeling a little awkward and a little like shy a little bit. People
like awkward and it was like shy, but you're fine to film at a Billie Eilish concert in front of people. What? Also, were you having a house party, apparently, instead of looking for your cat? I don't believe you. You were filming in front of people. I don't remember there being, like, a party going on in the background of it. I don't remember that, like, whatsoever. I just don't know. This is so fucking weird. You're having guests over and hanging out with them, but you're also claiming you're doing literally everything you can to find your cat. Except not have parties in your house. What?
People notice that I seemed a little off. That is why. People are also asking if the Tommy's Rumors video, which this one right here, was filmed while Rarity was missing. No, absolutely not. People are also asking like, why do
Okay, fantastic. Totally BTFO'd. All you fucking haters. I love her way of trying to like diffuse rumors is to go, nope. And that is it. Just no, then blankly stare at the camera. It's like, you're untrustworthy, and that's why people have to ask this. So your entire argument is like, nah, nope, that is not a true statement, and I say no. Doesn't actually change anything.
I keep talking in past tense. Like, why did I say, I know you guys loved her, instead of saying, I know you guys love her? My anxiety and my mental health is so bad that my brain keeps going to the...
Mental things is scary, guys. It's not my fault that I'm talking like my cat's already dead. It's because... Anxiety, yeah, guys. The anxiety and my depression, you can clearly see here as I giggle and smirk the entire time I'm talking about my cat dying.
Worst case scenario. I'm trying more than anything to...
Worst case scenario. And then just back to talking normally.
Stay positive and to think positive and to just like do my diligence as a pet owner. There is a small amount of defeat. There's a small amount of defeat.
Go outside! Stop having house parties. Go and look for your fucking cat.
Inside of me, and I don't want to give up. When you hear me speak in past tense, that is why. Is because
I don't want to give up. That's why I'm sitting here at this kitchen table instead of looking for my cat. But I don't want to give up, guys.
Because I'm just having so much anxiety and fear and stuff that it's really getting in my head. And
I love she is somehow trying to make herself a victim here. She's trying to make you feel sorry for her when she let her cat out. Again, for the second time in her YouTube career. But somehow she's the victim here because she's got the big sad.
The question I'm getting is, why isn't the yard fenced in? It is. It is a fenced in yard.
I haven't seen a single person ask that question. How would that relate to a cat? Cats can get out of fenced in yards. What?
Other question is like, bro, Amberlynn, like, how did you not notice that the door was open when you let the dogs out? So yesterday I actually filmed exactly what happened and how it happened. So here it is. Okay, guys. So instead of...
Are we getting a live action remake? What a fucking loser. Bro. I love this is also like a 2-day event now. It's a 2-day event of her showing how her cat got out.
Explaining how it happened, I want to show you how it happened.
Wow.
I did just get out of the shower, so my hair is wet and a mess. Don't mind that.
What? Guys, I'm so sad. Rarity's gone. Also, haters, by the way, I showered. Put that in the tally book, you fucking losers. Oh, you people saying that I can't shower? Well, just so you know, I showered. Yeah, I'm just saying, randomly in this video, talking about how my heart is broken, I'm so sad about my cat dying or something like that. I showered. Just so you know. What? Are you human?
So usually, I take the dog.
Look out there. Look, that's a really nice back garden you could potentially be out looking in for your cat.
out, and this curtain is usually open.
This bitch is seriously showing us how a door fucking works. Damn. Also, look at it snowing out there. It looks really cold out there. Also, look at you not, being out there. Jesus.
So I just close it like that. But
she actually showed us a live action remake of closing a door. Fuck me sideways. Like, this is why I say, but it's all, like I said, she's a psycho, so I don't even know, because I'm still caught up between, like, oh my god, she, like, literally could be doing this because she's just trying to troll people and make money off this, and her cat is, like, totally fine. Or she's a psychopath, and the cat is dead, or has run away fucking 2 months ago, and she's just like, well, you know what, I might as well have waited until mid-November to announce this so I can get more mid-roll ads from this.
When it happened, it was 5 in the morning. Yes. Wow. And this is closed. And when I closed this door...
So you're too lazy to even pull back the fucking blinds. So how are you keeping an eye on the dog? Because this is going to be her argument, because everyone obviously said you just opened the door for 20 minutes and fucked off and came back eventually to close it and noticed it's like, oh shit, the cat probably got out during that time. So like, how, because she's going to argue here that she decided to stay at this door. How did you watch the dogs if you had the curtain pulled over?
I thought I closed the door. It seemed like I did. I was half asleep with a million things on my mind.
I love there's so many jump cuts here because I was about to make a point because you could see the curtain like blowing there, and the argument obviously is like, oh, how did you not notice the curtain was blowing when that was happening? But like there were so many quick jump cuts there to hide that it was blowing.
And this is how far I left it open. Like the most simple mistake in the world can happen. And
see, suddenly now that the window's closed and there isn't like the obvious sign that it would be blowing, so she would have noticed it. Suddenly, there's no more jump cuts.
In a second. And literally ruin and shatter your whole life.
Oh, yeah,
like, a lot of people were confused.
You seem so sad. That's why you had to gloat to people that you went to a Billie Eilish concert.
I leave the door open for the dogs to go outside. No. It happened after the dogs.
This is what I said about the argument. Counter. Nah, it didn't happen. Nah. And that's it. That's just it. It's like, bro, I fucking bet you do. You seem fucking lazy.
Came back inside.
Imagine me looking at this and thinking this is lazy.
The reason why I noticed is because the spot you guys always see me sitting in is literally right here. This is the dining room, by the way. So after I let the dogs back in.
This is the dog just wandering around out there right now in the fucking rain and snow.
And I was just doing things around the house. It was like 20 minutes later. I sat down in the chair and I felt like a super cold breeze. And I was
sorry, what are you actually talking about? So you were up wandering about at 5 a.m. because normal, I guess, and you had the light turned off, I assume, because, like, how else would you not have noticed Rarity walking around? Because it's late at night, the cat is probably sleeping, especially if it's, like, 5 a.m., and, it's winter, so it's 5 a.m., it's not going to get to, like, dawn time. That's when, like, cats are pretty active, is around dawn time, and that's, like, hours and hours and hours away at that point. But Amber gets up at 5 a.m. to let the dogs out. I guess, because Tommy can't do that. Because even though it would be considerably easier for Tommy to get up and let the dogs out. No, Amber's the one being like, don't worry, babe. You stay in bed. I'm going to get up and I'm going to go and let the dogs out. At 5 a.m., let them back in again because, she's so careful. She stood there staring blankly at the back of that curtain because, she showed us that she didn't actually pull the curtain over when she let the dogs out. So I don't know how she knew when they were ready to come in or whatever it was. And then the dogs come in. It's cold, it's wet and everything like that. And Amber just doesn't go back to bed at 5 a.m. She decides to do things, quote unquote, do things around the house. What were you doing? Were you vacuuming? We just like, Tommy, I don't care if you sleep, but I'm going to hoover now. What were you doing? You're fat and lazy. We know you don't genuinely do things around the house anyway. What were you doing around the house at 5 a.m. for 20 minutes? So much so that I guess you needed to take a break. So you went and sat at that table beside the door instead of just going back to bed, like a normal human would. But also during that time, Rarity, I guess, had woken up and just decided to go outside. Cool.
I was like, that's weird. And then I put two and two together. I came over here. It's like I said, these were closed. I opened these.
Yeah, you definitely didn't notice it blowing or anything like that because you showed that you left it only open a very small amount, which would create a wind tunnel, which is why it was blowing previously. So you just didn't notice that, even though, like, I guess you were in here.
I, peeked around the corner and I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And then that's when I knew. That's when I knew.
And that's when I knew. You just instantly assumed your cat had escaped. So that shows you even worse for you. Because if you leave the door open a tiny crack for even a short amount of time, you immediately assume your cat must have escaped. That looks even worse for you.
And a lot of people are confused on like when it happened. It was the 17th at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. I'm telling you, we searched this house high and low and searched like surrounding areas outside of the home.
Sure.
And then that's when we...
I just don't believe you. To put it like real, I just don't believe you because I don't think you give a shit. Also, you've changed the date again.
Put it online that Rarity was missing, and the haters have officially made it to where Rarity's poster is even being taken down from websites because...
Also, your fault. The biggest problem is you. I don't buy it. Because to put it bluntly, like, if you know you have like 240,000 subscribers, she claims like she has like connections with famous celebrities and all. I don't know why you wouldn't have just made a video saying your cat was missing, because it's so much more impactful than putting a random poster online, which I'm just going to say, I don't know how useful those posters are, because there are, she probably lives in a biggish city, there are probably dozens of cats that go missing per day, and I'm sorry, I just don't know how useful those posters are. They're much more like useful posters in your local area, like actual printed ones stuck up in your local area, because the cat's probably hanging around in your local area. So posting it to a city of like, I don't know, 1 million people, okay?
Because of the fake Twinkie one, which is so unfair and so wrong, and it's taking away, ultimately saving Rarity's life. Like, it is literally...
Oh my god, she's trying to say that the haters kill... We're gonna hear about this for years. You know, in like 2 years' time, if she somehow is still alive at that point, you know we're going to hear the story of, guys, just, you know, I didn't actually tell you about this really important thing, because do you remember Rarity and the way the haters murdered her? You know you're going to hear that.
That easy for it to happen, and so many of you have contacted me on Instagram saying that, like, the same thing has happened to you guys.
Wow, that's so lucky. Once again, we have anonymous Instagram DMs all telling her that she's always right and everyone else is wrong. So lucky, it's weird no one's doing that in public.
Where, like...
And I'm just gonna say, yeah, it is something that happens. Unfortunately, it is something that happens. The biggest problem is that it is her second cat in just her YouTube career. We don't know how many cats fucking mysteriously went missing before she decided to join YouTube, but this is her second cat since she joined YouTube. It is also just the fact that it took her over a day, but originally it was 2 days before she even put up a poster. It's the fact that she didn't have a microchip, she didn't have them collared, that it was a brand new area, that she wasn't overly careful with it, that more than likely people would just assume it's because you left the door open because you're fat and lazy and you don't want to stand there and watch the dogs. You don't go outside with the dogs or anything like that. It's not just because the door was left open a crack and the cat happened to get out. I'm sure that happens to lots and lots and lots of people. The first time Squeaker ever got out of my house, I was just like, what the fuck? I didn't realize that because he was a thin boy, I didn't realize that he could open a window that was left on a latch, because I didn't think he had the weight behind him, and he still did, and he went for a little dander, and I came out and he was just sitting there looking at me in my back garden, you know? So it does happen. That is not the reason people are criticizing you. It's for everything else around it, especially when your first reaction was to come through with a monetized video and blame the haters for it.
Cats can slip out the door in literally half of a second. Like, I am always so mindful and careful about...
Well, clearly not. Like that. See, when you say sentences like that, that's why people criticize you, because clearly you were not. Also, you argue, like, well, a cat can slip out in a quarter of a second. It's like, that doesn't apply to you. You left the door open for 20 minutes. What?
Things like this. I know that Rarity is adventurous. I know that she has the desire to explore literally everything. But
looks worse for you. Every single thing you're saying here makes it look worse for you.
I always have to be super careful, but like, I literally thought I closed the door because it's a routine that I do every single day. And
you closed it behind, you literally demonstrated you closing it behind the curtain because you were too lazy to pull the curtain back to even keep an eye on the dogs that were out going to the toilet, apparently in snow and rain and stuff like that. That's on you. That is on you. Are too lazy to even have pulled back the curtain. This is why it's not people criticizing because you left the door open a fraction because you forgot about the door, or something like you pushed the door closed and hand closed all the way. You didn't even check because you had a curtain between you and the door.
I'm being called neglectful for it.
Yes.
And it's just like, it hurts. And it's like, if you call me neglectful for that, then you're calling every single person who has a missing animal neglectful, and that's not the case. Mistake.
She thinks that is such a that is the same thing that Foodie Beauty does. If you insult Foodie Beauty for eating 14 tons of rice and then make fun of her because of her diabetes and the fact she's probably going to lose her foot because of her terrible decisions, you're making fun of all diabetic people. It's like, no, I'm making fun of you who just ate 14 tons of rice because you have diabetes. I'm making fun of your bad decisions relating to the medical issue that you have. I'm not making fun of all diabetic people. Duh. Did they just, if every single diabetic person just ate 14 tons of rice, and yes, it applies to every single one of them. They are not you. When I insult you for the laundry list of bad decisions, I said that all kind of came together to make you apparently have lost your cat. And the fact that I still have to say apparently lost your cat, which is also a bad show on you, really. That's why when I criticize you for apparently losing your cat, it's not an insult to everyone else unless everyone else is you and did those very specific things you did.
Mistakes genuinely happen. I am literally beating myself up constantly. I blame myself wholeheartedly for
And also the cat, and also Lordy and Stewardie, just saying.
already being missing. Like, I'm so beyond worried that there's just no words
Clearly
to
not.
express the pain.
They go outside. You're sitting in a kitchen.
And the regret that I have. I should have been more careful, but neglectful,
Yep.
No.
Yep.
I'm not that. Did I make a huge...
Just so you know, I'm not neglectful. Why would you care? Like, I don't get it. Because I know that she's been in the comment section, like, arguing with people. She apparently went to, like, Lordy and Stewardie's live stream to argue with him and stuff. I don't know why you would care. It's a reason why when Goober passed away, I was like, I'm going to take myself away for a while. And I just did. Because I wasn't really in the mood for it. I do not get why you would care that someone called you neglectful. And he's like, well, instead of being out looking for my cat, I need to record a video to argue the point that I'm not neglectful here. And you can't actually blame me, even though this is video, me saying I'm taking responsibility, but also you can't blame me because of the cat and also haters and also the doors and winds and shit like that. Bro, why would you care? I didn't care about any internet shit, like, whatsoever when it happened. Why are you on here caring? Go and look for your cat.
Massive mistake, yes, and I'm gonna have to live with that. Again, I just want to say thank you guys so much for the support. You guys have been contacting me and Tommy every single time there's like a missing gray and white cat found. And it's been really helpful, and someone messaged and said that they saw...
Yeah, see, this is why I said about, like, why didn't you come out straight away and tell your audience for help? Like, it doesn't make any sense that you waited 2 full days, apparently to even announce that she was missing, and then, like, another day or 2 after that, before finally coming online. And you only came online because I think Lordy and Stewardie had done a live stream and mentioned it on live stream, and then, like, within, like, an hour, she suddenly posted a video going, oh my god, the haters have found out. And it's like, sure, that's a good thing, because then people can help you look. What?
A missing gray and white cat actually close to where we are. So that helps us. Like,
isn't the argument also because it's a gray and white cat, but you were arguing that she was, like, a purebred Russian blue, which looked nothing like Rarity, but because you wanted to boast in your missing cat flyer about purebred, like, a Russian blue, because it's like a highly sought after expensive cat, instead of what Rarity actually looked like or was.
we stay in our neighborhood when we go out and look, and now we're also going to that spot where someone said that it might have been her.
You just walk around your neighborhood? It's been days. Your argument is that she went too far and then likely just eventually lost her way home because she has gone too far. But you say you're staying in your neighborhood. So you're not traveling very far then for a cat who's apparently been missing over a week now. Why don't you go further out? Oh, but I also go to this one other place that I heard that there was a grey and white cat. That's it. I just kind of go out to my neighborhood. Well, by that I mean I walk on my front porch and I shout, and then I probably go back in again and I shout at the back door. And that, that's basically the neighborhood cover, because it's like 180 degrees in front, 180 degrees in the back. That's pretty much the whole thing. And also sometimes we just drive past that place.
That they saw. I have posted all kinds of flyers. Tommy has posted flyers. We have called shelters.
Is there any proof of that? I just assume an A-log would have found this out by this point.
Messaged shelters. We have gone outside. We have gone on foot. We have gone...
Have you messaged vets? Because that's also really important.
In the truck, very slow, with flashlights, without flashlights. We have called her name. We have called her nicknames. We have...
I love you're just so fat that you can't even just walk around. It's like, I get in the truck and she drives me slowly down the street. It's like, oh, so a loud truck carrying your fat ass's engine probably struggling. Do you think a cat's going to come near that sound? Are you stupid?
Left out food, the litter, clothes, anything that she can smell and be like, whoa, that's home. So the next step I'm going to do is...
That's not home. That's the problem.
I'll be posting a money cash reward. I feel like sometimes people will find a cat, especially Rarity, and just see how sweet and loving she is. And
people will just like find a cat, especially Rarity. Imagine trying to humble brag about your cat while talking about how neglectful you were and losing their cat.
Probably want to keep her. So I'm hoping that, like, if someone does have her, they'll see the cash reward and they'll say, you know what? I'd rather have the cash. I don't know. Why are...
It's so weird that you, like, aren't saying what the cash reward is. It's also weird that you didn't start with a cash reward.
Like cash rewards a thing. I feel like that's the reason why. And it also gives...
It incentivizes people to actually go out and look for the animal. Because if someone, it doesn't make a lot of money and they say $1,000 for a cat, they're like, oh, you know what, fuck it, why not? I'm going to start walking around. My daily walk is not going to be in that area. Because if I find that cat, I get $1,000.
People more of a reason to help look for her.
No shit.
I don't know, but I'm letting you guys know.
I don't know. You don't know about financial incentives to do anything? You, the person currently monetizing, you apparently losing your cat. You don't understand about monetary incentive. All right, bro.
That Tommy and I are doing everything we can, and it's just like,
Clearly.
I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared. It feels like I can't continue on with my life until I find her, and...
What life? Like, just genuinely, what life? It didn't stop you from boasting about going to a Billie Eilish concert. Don't come on here with these fake crying noises when I know you don't give a shit, because you still had to boast to haters about going to Billie Eilish over looking for your cat.
It just feels heavy and it feels lonely. And instead of letting like the depression and the pain of losing Rarity keep me from doing what I have to do on a day-to-day basis, her well-being is what is pushing me and pushing me and pushing me. I just don't really know what else to say about the situation.
It's pushing you to do what? You're sitting here recording a video that's at least 11 minutes long, potentially longer, seemingly with other cuts and all, to like intersplice, like, where is she? Like screaming moments and shit like that. You could be spending this time outside, but I love she's like, it can't stop me from doing what I need to do day to day. It's like, what? Like laundry? Like what? Like what does it stop of eating? I'm assuming that's probably the most important thing. Like Tommy comes in at 1 p.m. It's like, Amber, it's 1 p.m. Can't go looking for your cat. That's 3 gallons of Rocky Road time. Open up, honey. I gotta pour it in. What do you have to do every day that somehow affects you being able to look for your cat? You don't work. This apparently is your fucking job. You're the one recently boasting about how you could walk over a mile and it actually wasn't really that bad at all, and you totally like owned it. You went to a Billie Eilish concert, which apparently would be a lot of walking around, but you can't go out walking around like live streaming whilst you're walking around looking for your cat, or filming a video, like talking whilst you're looking for your cat. You couldn't do this whilst out looking for your cat. No, this had to be sitting in place at a fucking kitchen table with probably Arby's just off to the side.
Like, I just beat myself up constantly, and I literally hate myself right in this current moment, because it's like,
I hate myself right in this current moment. I love she can't even just hate herself. She can't even like insult herself long term. It has to be just in this current moment. Like, generally I'm an amazing person. Just this current moment, I hate myself. Also, Lordy's Jordy.
Ugh, why couldn't I have just closed the fucking door the whole way? Like, I genuinely don't...
She said a no word.
Understand why it had to happen. I am one of those people who are
I don't understand why that had to happen, because you're too lazy to even pull the curtain back to see if you close the door. That's why it had to happen.
Everything happens for a reason, but bro, I can't find a reason for this. Thankfully...
But bro, I can't find a reason for this. Where did this... Does Tommy talk like this? Where's because this is the second time she said like bro recently. That's weird.
It's no longer snowing. It has completely melted. So maybe she'll find her way back home before I find her. The looking and the...
I don't know. Maybe you could be outside checking. Hopefully she finds her way back home before I find her. You sound so fucking lazy when you say that. How about you stop this and just go outside?
Finding and... the posting has not stopped. Again, if you guys have any more advice that you want to give me, please message me on Instagram. I am willing to take any and all advice.
Or you can just like comment on her YouTube, because she is sitting there reading her YouTube comments doing this, instead of looking for a cat. Try to remember, Amber, this is like an 11-minute video, okay? Which for most people would not take a long time to edit and everything like that. Amber, however, has claimed that to like do like, what was it, like a 15-minute vlog? She said it takes her like 3 to 4 hours to do like a 15-minute vlog. And I'm just talking the editing, not even the recording. 3 to 4 hours to edit it, because she's such a perfectionist. She watches it back so many times. So just for this 11-minute video, this apparently took her like 4 hours of not looking for the fucking cat. All right, yeah, so that's, I guess I'm trying to be back as much as possible. Like I said earlier on, thank you very much for like everyone who, left nice messages and everything like that. And, it was, yeah, it was a shit time, and it still is a bit of a shit time, but whatever, sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. Alright guys, have a good one, take care of yourselves, bye-bye.